Today is the 12th of January 2016. How terrifying. It's my sister's 40th birthday. My oldest sister just turned 40. How insane is that? To me, that's insane. Oh my gosh. I'm just back from our party. And by party, I mean they all have children, so it was a party. There's my Bob. Lately, he's awesome. He's really awesome. One, it's battery powered. One switches to a timer and it goes off. It's awesome. Right, okay, calm down. I'm so excited because it's Bob. Right, let me just fix that because wow. And he has one brown eye. Wow, that's awful filming. He has one brown eye and one green eye. Can you even see that? That one's brown and that one's green. Let me put the light on it. Maybe that will show it. So he has a brown eye and a green eye. He has heterochromia. Heterochromia from colour. Hetero and odd eyes. So he has odd eyes. So opposite. Well, whoa, that'd be one falling camera. Right. So basically, David Bowie. I think I don't pronounce it properly, but a lot of people don't. David Bowie, apparently is how you really say it. Well, I did know that, but we just don't say that here. So, passed away. God rest his soul, because wow, legend, still up in that sky. There's a starman waiting in the sky. Anyway, wow, so many things I could go on and on and on about, but I'm not going to right now because it's awful late and I've just taken my last bunch of medicines, so I'll probably go fall asleep. But hear it? Right, so Bob has heterochromia. I, Maria, have heterochromia. Blue. Can't even see that, can you? I might do this again. Whoa, you can. Wow, blue. Green. Also, I have... This pupil looks insane because I have coloboma in my green eye. See that there? I can't see out of this eye because it never formed fully. This blue, beautiful blue. How beautiful are you? I always used to stand at a mirror with my nose and try and see like full length mirrors. So I'd be trying to. Not one. Also Bob from my friend Carol. He's so awesome. Brown eye, green eye, blue eye, green eye. Oh, our green eyes are on the same side. Right, over. So not over Bob. I'm never going to be over Bob. Right, so, Bob. Right, no, wait. No, I wasn't talking about Bob. I was talking about David Bowie. So, I have a blue eye and a green eye. And that's called heterochromia. Hetero, not opposites, but differing. Chromia, colour. This green eye also had... Where's that crazy light? This green eye also has the insane pupil, right? Because I have coloboma in that eye. So the coloboma of the iris is what gives it that visual look of it being different. But it's on my eye, not always the case. But for me, I have coloboma of the iris, the choroid, the optic nerve, the full shebang. Basically, it never formed. So when your eye, if you ever can get a chance to get a video of, it's awesome to see how when a baby's forming in the womb, it's absolutely. I find mind-boggling how the eye forms. So it forms around, and then this bit here for me didn't close. So it forms. I can't get my wrist bent that way because ow. It forms around and then closes, but for me it didn't close. So it didn't close there, but it didn't close anywhere all the way back. right from here to the retina and the choroid and the optic nerve and everything. So I have no vision on this eye, and can quite happily do this, but probably not advisable because just isn't. So when I was younger, I used to get teased an awful lot. Mostly I'd say not because of the odd coloured eyes. I don't think that's actually noticed. I really don't, because gosh, it's awful dark, and that light is just, it's one of the power-saving lights. Anyway, this eye had a massive squint, like really bad, like this. Yeah, not ever doing that again, because I had an operation to fix that. Ever doing that again. Please never, ever. Please don't go back into a squint. Please. David Bowie, gonna just check this. Right. I pray David Bowie, that's good. Right, so this eye, apart from it having massive strabismus is its technical term, or medical term, this has the crazy looking pupil. And the way that I had that described to me was as if you were painting. As a child learning to paint, I was told it was as if you'd mixed in too much water with your black and you put the pupil of that eye and it just dripped down, and it made it make sense to me. Or I had it explained to me as it being do you know what, I have another bulb here. No, I don't. Wait. Right, anyway, can't do that another time. Oh, it's the whole bed. Gosh, what do you call it? Duvet cover. Right, I'm going to run out back. You can just get on with what you're saying. So, that made it make sense to me. And then getting older, I would be like, well, why doesn't it see? And how I'd had it then described to me was, if you had a cake and someone came and took just like a little slice, it'd be awesome to have two hands there. So, you have a cake, and you take your cake, and you take a slice, and you take it away. And you don't just go from the icing, and the cake, and the jam. You then take the next part of the cake, right through to the bottom, and you take it all away. And that made absolute perfect sense, like, because I wasn't there, the eye didn't have all of the bits that it needed to function, and to see, and to, yeah. So that made make sense. And then had an older sister who was not the one that turned 40 today, by the way, the other one, who, I don't know if she heard the story of David Bowie, but she was adamant. I never had two different coloured eyes. She was adamant growing up that I had what David Bowie had, which was Anisocoria. So his was actually an acquired thing. He was in a bit of a scrap when he was younger. He was in not a fight, well, altercation with another boy in his school, I believe. And he got, the story is that he got scratched on the iris and somehow, anyway. But whatever happened, he acquired his Anisocoria. And Anisocoria, as opposed to heterochromia, is where one pupil is completely dilated and it's just constant. So you have your two eyes are the same colour, and then one has the normal little pupil, I'd better do that, and one has a great big giant pupil and just a little slither of colour. And because of that, the way the light hits it and the way you see it, it appears as though it's two different coloured eyes. But he said in several interviews and magazine things, still an interview on it, he said that he didn't have two different coloured eyes. It just appears that he has two different coloured eyes because the dilated pupil. I'm a member of a lot of heterochromia groups on Facebook, and it's been great because of the teasing as a child, I wouldn't make eye contact. I still struggle but I would never make eye contact. I struggle so badly with it. And with the Heterochromia groups online, it's been amazing. I've been able to find that beauty of the uniqueness, that everyone is unique and it doesn't matter. No one has the same colour. You know, I have the similar colour to your eye, similar eye colour to your mum or your dad or your brother, but no one has the same eyes. No, it doesn't matter if they're all coloured or anything. But growing up and being a big music fan, David Bowie had odd eyes, and I had odd eyes. And he, not just for his genius, utter genius musical talents, and I mean, wow, where they came from, but it's just amazing, and he's a legend lost. It's just so sad. And 69, he'd only just turned 69, like a full day, and then a little bit of, not even 2 full days, I don't think, because he died peacefully in his sleep, thankfully. So they say. I wasn't there, I don't know for a fact, but his poor family. He was one of my music heroes, and one of my, he accepted that he was him. And yeah, he had an eye patch for things, and like some people thought that was because he was ashamed of his eye, and it wasn't. He said it was because he had like alter egos, his, if you know his musical alter egos, then if you don't, then you don't, and he went on stage one time and said, oh, this is the last show, and everyone was thinking, he's gonna give up music, he's gonna give up music. No, he just meant that alter ego was giving up the show, and I can't even remember which alter ego that was. Starman, I can't remember. Anyway, I really should have probably looked up the facts, but I was just I wanted to be able to say something about heterochromia, because I've been wanting to do it for a while. I've been ashamed, and there's no shame. It's eyes. It's not like I went out and, I don't know, killed folk and have anything to actually be sad and ashamed for. It's my eyes. One's blue, one's green, one sees, one doesn't at the moment. And you know what? It made me much more thankful. Maybe not vocally able to vocalise it and say I'm thankful, but it made me thankful in my head that I had vision of any sort. I had half of it, because I lost half away. I didn't have to adapt to anything. I never had to change and work from having full depth perception to none, because I never had to adapt. I was born that way. But I don't know, it's awful sad that some people still in this day and age will pick on folk for the silliest of things. And now there's like arguments in the Heterochromia group, or a couple of them, because people are like, it's Anisocoria, or oh, it's only acquired, and he never was born with it. He's not one of us. It's just dreadful. He's not one of us. He's on planet Earth, or God rest his soul, he was on planet Earth. He lived, he breathed, he was human. Yes, he is one of us. No matter if you're black, white, yellow, have 2 different coloured eyes, have one eye that never was formed, because I went to a partially sighted playgroup, and there were some children that, they have anophthalmia, microphthalmia, where they just, the anophthalmia is it's just you have an eye socket and no eye forms at all. And other, it's just, we're all human. Why can't we just love, and we could be heroes just for one day. Oh, it's so sad for the music world and the world. We lost someone that loved and showed love to others, and I'm sure he had his downfalls like everyone else. He was human. I'm sure he shouted at people. I'm sure he, all of those things, but the world's one wee star less. But the skies are one wee star brighter, so I'm not going to cry, and neither am I going to burst into song again. I apologise. I do that far too much. That's a family thing. And my wee nieces and nephews do it now. They're like the youngest 6 burst into song in the middle of a story at the table, and we're eating dinner, and someone will say a phrase, and they'll just burst into. It's awesome. Oh, and that also, the digressing of the, wow. Not just the Scottish thing, apparently. Massively our family thing. And I think a lot of people do that, but we do it to a ridiculous degree. Anyway, blue eye, green eye, Disney sees, the end. We're all people. Why can't people just love? Seriously? It is that simple, and people make it that difficult. And there's no need, it's just so... I get really, really upset about it. Really dreadfully upset about it. Part of my messy head stuff. But, hey ho. It is what it is, and David Bowie was what he was, that being a genius musically. Anyway, and he had Anisocoria, the end. So, I'm going to shush now. Stay safe and love other people. The end. How simple.